Welcome to the SARMS Expert YouTube channel. I am the SARMS Expert, and today I want to give you a video on my thoughts on YK11 and S23. Many of you that have followed me know that I've been pretty sour and down on YK11 and S23 for, several years now that they've been available and out. And my stance on that was simple. There was not enough time to really have a full understanding of what these can do. Okay, not a full understanding on how to properly use them, the side effects that come along with them, how to mitigate them, how to get around them. There was information surely passed around, but I'm one of those people that I don't like to be a guinea pig. I like to give things time. I like to get some statistics. I like to get some research, maybe some studies, and a ton of feedback from users, and then after a certain amount of time, try myself. And, after running YK11, especially, I can tell you that's in my top 3 of favorite SARMs at this point. Absolutely love it. But, like I said, more information, more quality that we can trust out there. I really still don't like to classify either of these as SARMs. I mean, YK11 is a myostatin inhibitor. We know that. And S23 structurally is more like a steroid. But, hey, they're categorized with SARMs. That's where we're going to keep them. What's important is that you just understand and realize that these are, they're different. There's different things that go along with them. They're stronger. They're made structurally a lot different. They're altered differently, and there's more precautions that you have to take. You should run full pulse cycle therapies with these. Okay, you should, especially S23. Being as suppressive as it is. YK11, it's arguable. I still like to see a full post-cycle therapy with them. Like YK11, for example, it's got a methyl ester attached to it. It's kind of similar to a prohormone almost, but not that toxic to that extent. But you should be running, a protectant with it, a DGA organ ST. Protect yourself. You don't want to have any liver problems. Now, granted, that's probably not going to happen if you keep the dosage right, but just knowing the possibilities there, you got to be aware of it. S23 is super suppressive. So if you're like, it's always something that I teach that, younger guys shouldn't use steroids. S23 I wouldn't use if you're in your earlier 20s because it's similar to a steroid. And I just don't feel that it's wise whatsoever to do that. It's basically like running a steroid. I mean, to me, it's stronger than Anavar. And not that Anavar is something super strong, but it's still a steroid. So you're taking something that with SARMs that are generally supposed to be less side effects, maybe not as strong, but a good alternative, and then you're comparing it, and it's like, wow, this is just as strong, but it's got some of the same side effects. Basically, it's like, just be smart about it, okay? I'm telling you that I'm good with these now. I'm cool with them. I've seen plenty of good results, plenty of good feedback, plenty of people that I know extremely well that I'm close to, testing on myself. And I've seen it firsthand as long as the quality's there. Now, I've seen some messed up things too, but then they were running questionable quality as well, so it's hard for me to decipher. But when I know that I got some good quality and I've seen people running them over and over, that's a different story. I feel that it takes time to learn anything. And I don't care how much I think I know or anybody else knows. We always learn something new every single day the more time and effort we put into this. And I've learned a lot more about these by studying and analyzing, okay? Not just taking what somebody wrote and going with it and just preaching it like it's gospel and saying, okay. When in fact, a lot of that stuff was just stuff regurgitated and passed around, rewrote, and then you'd notice there were discrepancies and things like that. It just made me really uncomfortable. But now my whole attitude has changed. I do say, yes, if you get quality, they can be ran. I've got separate videos now for each one of those explaining what they do, how to use them, etc. So follow those along. I just wanted to make sure you saw that my stance had changed. And so when you go and I upload these videos and you see them, you'll know why. But things take time for me personally to get my comfort levels to areas where some people are just real quick to just jump on it. As you guys know, I'm a lot more conservative. I like a lot more put into my, my recommendations and things I vouch for. And you know, everybody's different. I just take a certain amount of different time and pride into what I'm doing here, and I got to look out for everybody watching. So that being said, catch me on the iSARMS forum, Evolutionary forum, Elite Fitness forum, or Anabolics forum. Also email me sarmsexpert@gmail.com, and stay tuned for plenty more to come. Sarms Expert signing off.